Well, good afternoon and welcome to the final of Euroquiz 2017. It's a great pleasure to welcome you to the Scottish Parliament this afternoon. Today, seated at the desk normally occupied by our MSPs, are finalists drawn from primary schools from all over Scotland. And I know there's a team here, I'll find out where you are in a minute, who have travelled from my own constituency. All the teams have done very well to get through your heats to achieve a place in today's final. So whatever happens, big congratulations to all of you making it through to the Scottish Parliament today. I'd also like to offer a warm welcome to everyone in the public galleries, friends, teachers, parents and family. You're all very welcome here in your Scottish Parliament. I'm delighted that Euroquiz has returned once again to Holyrood. This is my first time as Quizmaster, so if I make mistakes, they're deliberate to see if you're listening. And it's great to see such an invasion of primary 6 pupils, especially, I think some have got mascots. Who's got mascots? You hold them up. Let me see them. Oh my goodness. What's that at the back? What's yours? It's a Shetland pony. Are you from Shetland? Oh, just as well. I'd like to also offer special thanks to Sir David Edward, John Mulgrew OBE and everyone at the Scottish European Educational Trust for their efforts in ensuring the ongoing success of this excellent competition. We're also honoured to be joined by the head of the European Commission's office in Scotland, Graham Blythe, who you've already met this morning. And I'm very pleased to say that Graham will be lending me his assistance throughout today's final. It might be a lot of assistance, while I have the relatively easy task of asking the questions. It will fall to Graham to explain the answers while each round's question sheets are being marked. One of the rounds is a language round where you will listen to phrases spoken in German, French, Italian and Spanish. Luckily for you, but even luckily more for me, I'll not be saying them in the languages as my skills aren't good enough. I just speak a little French and a little Russian. The Euroquiz final is also being watched live via our webcast in classrooms across the country. So, can I say hello to all of you out there, and I hope you'll be getting behind your classmates here in the chamber. And a very warm welcome to you from everyone here. What we're giving a round of applause to everybody listening. There you are. Finally, I'd like to wish all of our finalists the very best of luck, and of course, good luck if you're attempting the quiz in your classroom or indeed in the public galleries. I've tried it, I've failed. I hope you have a very enjoyable day. So, thank you very much. Now, what I'm going to do first of all is go around the various schools. And if the one person in the school, I hope you've picked somebody, will put up their hand, I know where Shetland is now, to identify. First of all, Alban School, Aberdeen City, where are you? You've had a terrible journey, haven't you? All but coming down on a horse. You've had to come down in taxis and everything. Well done to arriving. Alloway Primary. Where are you? There's Alloway. Bonnyrigg. Cairney Hill. Cumley Bank. Where's Cumley Bank? Oh, I can't see your hands up. You need to put them up. Cumley Bank. You're very shy. There you are. Crown Primary. Where's Crown Primary? Oh, yes, good for you. Fort Hill Primary, Dundee, where are you? There you go. Hermitage Primary. Lenzie. Loreto. Lowport. There we are. Melrose. Ah, there's my Melrose people. I'll wave back. Miller Forest. Miller Forest? Oh, what a lovely name. Miller Forest. Nether Robertland. Nether Robertland. Newington. Our Lady in St Francis. Skeens. Where are you? Where are they? Oh, there you are. There, you're way over there. Oh, now I've got to get this right. Tell me if I've got it wrong. Skall and Rua. Is that right? Close. Thank you. Springhill and Auchenback. There we are. St Catherine's. St Denis. St Dominic's. St Leonard's. All the saints together. St Mary's. Oh, way at the back. St Sylvester's. Strathblane. Strathdevon. Tingwell. Ah, yes, with the Shetland pony, yes. West Kilbride. Windhill. And Whitehills. Well, goodness me, I think that's super. We've got from all over Scotland. Now, I've got a wee message to read to you from the Deputy First Minister, who also is the Cabinet Secretary for Education, who unfortunately can't be here today, so here's what he has to say. Scotland believes in internationalism, and we want Scotland to be as well connected as possible to the rest of Europe and the world, so we can work well with other nations and contribute to the success of our global community. Euroquiz is a fantastic opportunity for you to learn more about and celebrate the wonderfully rich and diverse cultures, history, geography, current affairs and languages of our fellow Europeans. Language learning is exciting and can support learning about others and the development of active global citizens. That's why we are so committed to ensuring that language learning throughout school is normal for all our young people. Congratulations to everyone who has participated in this year's Euroquiz, and in particular to those of you who have reached the national final here at the Scottish Parliament, and good luck to all the finalists. So, it's now my great pleasure to invite Graham Blythe, Head of the Office of the European Commission in Scotland, to give an overview and explanation of how the quiz will run. Now, I'm going to pay attention and you pay attention, and together we might get this right. Thank you.
Good afternoon. You're all being very, very good. So I'll say good afternoon. You have to say good afternoon back. And remember, I'm getting old, so you're going to have to say it very loud. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Do you think you can do better than that? Just, I guess, give it a big cheer, because we're privileged to be here in the Scottish Parliament, in the chamber of the Scottish Parliament, and children are watching across Scotland. So let's give it a big good afternoon. Very good. I should actually say it is indeed a fantastic privilege that we are here in the Scottish Parliament, and we're most grateful to the Parliament, and most grateful indeed, of course, to the Deputy Presiding Officer, Christine Graham, who's taken on the role of our Quizmaster for the Euroquiz. So I think before we begin any further, we should do another round of applause for Christine Graham, the Deputy Presiding Officer. I should also say that the production of the Euroquiz is something of an iceberg. You really only see the tiny bit at the top. You don't see all that goes on below. And I know it's a tremendous work to bring this whole business together. And there's a number of unsung heroes, and I want to identify at least two of them. One I can't find at the moment, but one is sitting very quietly over here, is Jane. And Madeline, I can't see Madeline, wherever Madeline is, but Madeline's hiding at the back, but I think Jane can represent Madeline here. But Jane is from Seat, and along with the trustees of the Scottish European Educational Trust, she has travelled all over Scotland to produce the Euroquiz. So I think we should also give a round of applause to Jane and Madeline and the trustees. I should also say we are in distinguished company here, as the Deputy Presiding Officer mentioned. It is indeed a great honour to have joining us here Sir David Edward, who is the distinguished former judge at the European Court of Justice. Sir David is sitting here. Talking about the iceberg, I know that, to get here, as the Deputy Presiding Officer said, has been, a lot of hard work. And it's a great to see you all here, the finalists. But we know that also to get you here, there's mums and dads and aunts and uncles and grannies and grandpas that have made this possible too. And of course, especially your teachers who have made this possible. So I think we should give them a round of applause too. And for teachers and parents sitting in the gallery, there are answer sheets in the programme, so you can see how well you're doing in the quiz as well. I should also remind you again that we are being broadcast live, and we would once again would like to welcome all schools and supporters who are watching us remotely. Okay, the quiz. How is it going to be run? I will run through it and probably have to run through it again at a later point. But anyway, so this is the important point. Today's Euroquiz is made up of 3 rounds in which you will all participate. We will start very soon with round 1, which has 20 questions. These will be answered in pairs within your teams, and the points will be added up to give the team score. We then will move to round 2, the language round. This involves 15 questions for teams, and during this round, you may discuss your answers. The first 10 questions are spoken questions in German, Spanish, Italian, and French, followed by 5 general knowledge language questions. These questions have been developed thanks to the partnership that we enjoy with Education Scotland and SILT, Scotland's National Centre for Languages, and all the questions have been recorded in their by native speakers from students from Heriot-Watt University here in Edinburgh. This will then be followed by round 3, which focuses on history, culture, and the European Union. This round has 20 questions, and at this stage, you will again be asked to work in pairs with a person sitting next to you. Points will be added up to give the team score. After each round, I will take you through the correct answers while the papers are being marked. I'm the lucky one. I've got the answers to the question. I've got the easy part. You've got the difficult part. The 2 teams in the lead at the end of round 3 will go forward to the final round. Round 4 has 10 questions for teams, followed by the all-important buzzer questions to decide the overall winning team of Euroquiz 2017. I hasten to add, instructions will be repeated again before we start each round, so do not worry. It's now my privilege to hand you back to our quizmaster, the Deputy Presiding Officer of the Scottish Parliament, Christine Graham, so that we can make a start. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, that was a lot to remember, so I'll just very quickly go over the first round again. You've got 20 questions in round 1 for you to answer in pairs. So work with the person next to you, listen, of course, to the question. You can discuss your answer, and one of you should write the answer on the answer sheet. Remember, you're not allowed to confer with the other pair in your team. If that happens, there's an ejector button here, and I press it and you'll shoot right up through the roof. Just a wee warning. You should have 2 green answer sheets in front of you. Just check, 1 sheet per pair. Make sure you've got the name of your school at the top, and listen carefully to the questions, which will also, as I understand it by the magic of technology, appear behind me. Please try to spell as well as you can, but if you get the spelling wrong, it won't count as long as we can understand what you've written down. That makes sense. I'll read the questions, I'll ask the question twice, but they'll not be repeated after this. And I'll give you quite a wee bit of time as we begin this but we might speed up with getting your answers as we go on. Here we go. Pens at the ready, brains locked in. Turn your back on your neighbours. Don't let them see what you're writing. Nicosia is the capital of which European country? Nicosia is the capital of which European country? Right, I'll move on. This is the flag of which European country? This is the flag of which European country? I forgot to do it twice. I knew I'd make a mistake, but I know you won't. Which country's €1 coin shows an image of an eagle? Which country's €1 coin shows an image of an eagle? Okay. The island of Guadeloupe is an overseas region of which European country? And you'll see the alternatives up. Portugal, Spain, or France. The island of Guadeloupe is an overseas region of which European country? Portugal, Spain, or France? Oh, not going too fast, am I? No, okay. Number 5. What is the approximate population of Poland? 22 million, 38 million, or 45 million? What is the approximate population of Poland? A, 22 million, B, 38 million, C, 45 million. Ready? In which European capital city would you find the Charles Bridge? In which European capital city would you find the Charles Bridge? I don't think Mr. Blythe knows. He's looking puzzled. Ready? How many countries share a land border with Slovenia? How many countries share a land border with Slovenia? A lot of discussion going on about that one. Okay. Which of the following is the capital city of Montenegro? Podgorica, Skopje, or Sarajevo? I hope I'm saying this properly. Podgorica, Skopje, or Sarajevo? It's which is the capital of Montenegro? Should be Sarajevo. I don't know what I said. Sarajevo. That's not the answer, by the way, just because I said it twice. It may be, it may not. Okay. Number 9. Which sea did the people of ancient Rome name Mare Nostrum, meaning our sea in Latin? Which sea did the people of ancient Rome name Mare Nostrum, meaning our sea in Latin? I think they'll get this one. I think you'll get this one, I hope so. The next one. We'll see. Number 10. In Norway, glaciers have carved the coast into steep, slided valleys. What are these called? In Norway, glaciers have carved the coast into steep, sided valleys. What are these called? Right? I wonder how they're getting on back at home at the schools with this. Check when you get back. Number 11. This is a tricky one. What is the longest river in Scotland? The River Clyde, the River Tay, or the River Spey? What is the longest river in Scotland? The River Clyde, the River Tay, or the River Spey? All right. 12. In which European country is leu the official currency? In which European country is leu the official currency? Are our officials getting all of these correct? This may be easier, let's see. Number 13. The Channel Tunnel connects Calais to which English town? A. Dover, B. Portsmouth, C. Folkestone. The Channel Tunnel connects Calais to which English town? A. Dover, B. Portsmouth, or C. Folkestone? Okay. Perhaps you should ask the chimpanzee there. Will he be helpful? Number 14. Which of the following does not share a land border with Italy? A. France, B. Austria, C. Croatia. Which of the following does not share a land border with Italy? Is it France, Austria, or Croatia? I wonder what the blue thing is. Looks like a bear. Just seen a blue bear. I hope that's what I've seen. Is that a blue bear? It is, right. Number 15. What is the name of this landmark in Lisbon? There it is. What is the name of this landmark in Lisbon? I think that's a tricky one. Next one, number 16, soon be there. What is the name of the mountain range which marks the eastern boundary of Europe? Is it A, the Ural Mountains, B, the Caucasus, or C, the Carpathian? What is the name of the mountain range which marks the eastern boundary of Europe? The Urals, the Caucasus, or Carpathian Mountains? Number 17. Which sea do Romania, Bulgaria, and Turkey all border? Which sea do Romania, Bulgaria, and Turkey all border? Number 18. The yellow and blue flag is the flag of which European country? Is it A, Moldova, B, Ukraine, or C, Belarus? Is it Moldova, Ukraine, or Belarus? The yellow and blue flag is the flag of which of these countries? I think that's quite a tough question. It's quite a tough question. Number 19. In which Baltic state would you find the historic Trakai Castle, which is built on an island in the middle of a lake? There's a picture of it. In which Baltic state would you find the historic Trakai Castle, which is built on an island in the middle of a lake? One of these you either know it or you don't questions, I'm afraid. And the last question, number 20 in this round. In which country would you find the Lardal Tunnel, the longest road tunnel in Europe? In which country would you find the Lardal Tunnel, the longest road tunnel in Europe? There we are. Have a quick check over your answers. Make sure that they're legible. Now, can I ask the teachers who are doing the marking to collect in the answer papers, please? Can I just check that all the papers have been collected in, have they? Right. Now, crunch time. Can I ask Graham Blythe to come to lectern and take us through all the answers? We'll see how we did. Thank you.
Phew, that was pretty tough, I thought, and I've got the answer sheet. I think you're going to have to, even though I've got the answer sheet, you're going to have to give me a wee bit of a hand with this as well, because you got the answers better than me. But so let's try and let's do a mixture of you and also the answers for me. So let's go to the very first question. Can anyone tell me from any of the schools? Oh, everyone. Gosh. We'll just pick one at random, and you're testing my eyesight here. So let's go for the Hermitage. Which primary school, Nicosia is the capital of which European country? Cyprus, indeed. Nicosia is indeed the capital of Cyprus. Well done, the Hermitage Primary School. Yeah. Ah, yes. I've got it, yes. This is the flag. Oh, la, 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 everyone seems to know this. Actually, I'm going to have to go to, we're definitely going to have to go to Shetland here, because you've traveled the furthest. I know the Western Isles will dispute that, so I'm coming to you next. But let's go to Shetland. This is the flag of which European country, Shetland? Croatia, indeed. Shetland's got that right. This is the flag of Croatia. Well done. Okay, now over to the Western Isles. Let's see if we get this right. Or if you don't have to, if you don't want to do it, we'll get somebody else. Don't worry, we'll get somebody else. Okay, let's go to Primary School. We'll come back to the Western Isles. Don't worry, don't be shy.
Germany.
Which country's £1 coin shows an image of an eagle? Crown Primary School.
Germany.
Germany is correct. It's the £1 coin is of Germany. Okay. Now let's go to a very hot, lovely, warm place called Guadeloupe. It's an overseas region of which European country? Now here we're going to test my eyesight here. Let's go for St. Dominic's Primary here.
Portugal. Is it France?
It is France. Well done.
Oh, come on. Yes!
The island of Guadeloupe is an overseas region of France. Well done. Question 5. What is the approximate population of Poland? Kenny Hill.
38 million.
Correct. This is a 100% score for everyone at the moment. So it is 38 million is the population of Poland. As the deputy presiding officer said, I didn't quite know where this was from. From which European capital would you find this beautiful bridge? Let's go for Miller Forest. Prague. Miller Forest got that right. 100% answers are correct. It is Prague. The 7th question, which I thought was particularly tough, to be honest. How many countries share a land border with Slovenia? Oh, we'll go back to the Western Isles. I haven't forgotten you. 4, well done. Excellent. Tapala. Which of the following is the capital city of Montenegro? Aloe.
Podgorica.
Very good. Podgorica is the capital city of Montenegro. Excellent, well done. Tough question. Number 9. Which sea did the people of ancient Rome name Mare Nostrum, meaning our sea in Latin? Loreto Junior School.
Mediterranean.
The Mediterranean, well done. It is the Mediterranean Sea. In beautiful Norway, glaciers have been carved out of the coast into deep-sided valleys. What are these called? Lenzi? Fjords, well done, excellent. So in Norway, the beautiful fjords of Norway. Okay, we've got a Scottish question, and Cumberly Bank says he knows the answer, so let's go to Cumberly Bank. What is the longest river in Scotland?
Be the River Tay.
The River Tay, indeed, and it's a beautiful picture of the River Tay. So 100% score at the moment, still very, very good. Number 12, which I must say I thought was a hard question. In which European country is the leu the official currency? So now I'm going to test my eyesight again. St. Leonard's in East Kilbride.
Hungary.
No, not in Hungary. Do you want to say again?
Romania.
Romania. Well done. I thought this was also a slightly tricky question, actually. The Channel Tunnel connects Calais to which English town? So we'll go at the back again. Shall we try St. Denis Primary School?
Dover.
Not Dover. It's a tricky question, this was. So shall we go down to...
Yes.
Where should we go? White Hill Primary School. Oh, don't worry. Our Lady in St. Francis. Folkestone, well done. The Channel Tunnel connects Calais to Folkestone. Again, a tricky question, I thought this was. Which of the following does not share a land border with Italy? Shall we go for Sheens?
Croatia.
Croatia is correct. Well done. Excellent. Question 15. What is the name of this landmark in Lisbon? Who wants to go for this? Who haven't I done? Whoops, let's go over here. Strathblane.
The Bellum Tower.
Excellent. The Bellum Tower. Well done. Yeah. The Bellum Tower in Lisbon. Number 16. What is the name of the mountain range which marks the eastern boundary of Europe? Shall we go back to Alloway? It is the Ural Mountains. Well done. Excellent. Yeah. 17. Which sea do Romania, Bulgaria, and Turkey all border? I have to go at the back with my eyesight. Shetland, I can see you there, but we'll go Shetland. I know you've come a long way. We'll go somewhere else. Melrose, have to go for the Deputy Presiding Officer's School.
The Black Sea.
The Black Sea, indeed. Well done. This yellow and blue flag is the flag of which European country? Shall we go for Never Robert Land Primary School?
Ukraine.
The Ukraine, excellent, well done. The Ukraine is the yellow, has a yellow and blue flag. The penultimate, you see, you're all doing incredibly well, I must say. It was tough marking here with the teachers and the trustees. Number 19. In which Baltic state would you find the historic Trakai Castle, which is built on an island in the middle of a lake? St. Dominic seems very keen to answer this.
Was it Lithuania?
Wow, excellent. Really very well done. Lithuania, correct. And finally, and I must say, I thought it was the Eurotunnel, so I got that one wrong. In which country would you find the Lardell Tunnel, the longest road tunnel in Europe? Who should we go? Should we go this side again? Who hasn't answered? Whiteside. If I can read it correctly. White Hill. Sorry, I can't read.
Norway.
Sorry?
Norway.
Norway. Excellent. Well done. Really well done. Many congratulations to you all. And I think you all deserve to give yourselves a big round of applause. Well done.
My goodness, you should all be in mastermind. That was absolutely extraordinary. Or either that, I'll go back to primary 6 and start again. We now move on to round 2. This involves 15 questions for teams, and you may discuss your answers. You should have one blue answer sheet per team in front of you. Please write the name of your school at the top of the sheet. Is it 4 of them on the team this time? I understand it's all 4 of you this time. The first 10 questions are spoken language questions in German, Spanish, Italian and French, followed by 5 general knowledge language questions in English. For the first 5 questions, you'll be asked 5 questions in English, then you'll hear a short phrase or question spoken in the different European languages, and I'll repeat: German, Spanish, Italian and French. You will hear each recording twice. After the second time, you'll be given a few moments to discuss the answer with your team. Write down your answer in English on your sheet. You may make notes at any time, but it's extremely important, I know you'll understand this, that you remain silent while you're listening to the voices. And obviously when you're discussing the answer, I do it in a little whisper, just so nobody else hears what you think the answer is. So we start. Number 1. What does this mean in English?
Wie heißt du?
¿Cómo te llamas?
Come ti chiami?
Comment t'appelles-tu?
Now, quietly, because we're going to repeat it. Just
Wie heißt
quiet
du?
just now, sorry.
¿Cómo te llamas?
Come ti chiami?
Comment t'appelles-tu?
Right. Second question. What does this person want to know?
Hast du ein Haustier?
¿Tienes un animal en casa?
Hai animali domestici?
Tu as un animal?
Repeat it again, please.
Hast du ein Haustier?
¿Tienes un animal en casa?
Hai animali domestici?
Tu as un animal?
Third question. What does this mean in English?
Wann hast du Geburtstag?
¿Cuándo es tu cumpleaños?
Quando è il tuo compleanno?
C'est quand ton anniversaire?
And I'll have that repeated again, please.
Wann hast du Geburtstag?
¿Cuándo es tu cumpleaños?
Quando è il tuo compleanno?
C'est quand ton anniversaire?
Right. Bit of discussion going on with that one. What is this person asking for?
Wo ist der Bahnhof?
¿Dónde está la estación de tren?
Dov'è la stazione dei treni?
Où est la gare?
Repeat it, please.
Wo ist der Bahnhof?
¿Dónde está la estación de tren?
Dov'è la stazione dei treni?
Où est la gare?
And the last one in the listening questions, what is your teacher asking you to do?
Setzt euch.
Sentaos.
Sedetevi.
Asseyez-vous.
Repeat, please.
Setzt euch.
Sentaos.
Sedetevi.
Asseyez-vous.
Right. And now for questions 6 to 10, you'll be asked 5 questions in English. You'll hear the answers spoken in German, Spanish, Italian and French. Please write down the answer to the question in English on your sheet. You don't need to translate the whole phrase, just listen for the piece of information you're asked for. The questions are written on your answer sheets to remind you. You may make notes at any time, but again, it's very important that you're silent while you're listening to the voices. I know it's tempting to whisper, but if you just wait and then you can write it down, then you can speak once you've had it. So number 6, what type of soup do they order?
Ich hätte gerne eine Kartoffelsuppe.
Me gustaría tomar una sopa de patatas.
Vorrei la zuppa di patate.
Je voudrais de la soupe de pommes de terre.
I'll repeat that. What type of soup do they order? Repeat, please.
Ich hätte gerne eine Kartoffelsuppe.
Me gustaría tomar una sopa de patatas.
Vorrei la zuppa di patate.
Je voudrais de la soupe de pommes de terre.
Question 7. What age is my sister Eva?
Meine ältere Schwester heißt Eva. Sie ist 18 Jahre alt.
Mi hermana mayor se llama Eva. Tiene 18 años.
Mia sorella maggiore si chiama Eva. Ha 18 anni.
Ma sœur aînée s'appelle Eva. Elle a 18 ans.
What age is my sister Eva? Repeat, please.
Meine ältere Schwester heißt Eva. Sie ist 18 Jahre alt.
Mi hermana mayor se llama Eva. Tiene 18 años.
Mia sorella maggiore si chiama Eva. Ha 18 anni.
Ma sœur aînée s'appelle Eva. Elle a 18 ans.
Question 8. What day and time does the film start?
Am Samstag gehen wir ins Kino. Der Film beginnt um 11:30.
El sábado vamos al cine. La película empieza a las 11:30.
Sabato andiamo al cinema. Il film comincia alle 11:30.
Samedi, nous allons au cinéma. Le film commence à 11h30.
What day and time does the film start? Repeat, please.
Am Samstag gehen wir ins Kino. Der Film beginnt um 11:30.
El sábado vamos al cine. La película empieza a las 11:30.
Sabato andiamo al cinema. Il film comincia alle 11:30.
Samedi, nous allons au cinéma. Le film commence à 11h30.
Question 9. Listen to the weather report. What is the weather going to be like today?
Heute regnet es.
Hoy llueve.
Oggi piove.
Aujourd'hui, il pleut.
Listen to the weather report. What is the weather going to be like today? Repeat, please.
Heute regnet es.
Hoy llueve.
Oggi piove.
Aujourd'hui, il pleut.
Question 10. What is Jessica's favourite colour?
Jessica trägt immer schwarz. Das ist ihre Lieblingsfarbe.
Jessica siempre lleva el color negro. Es su color favorito.
Jessica si veste sempre in nero. È il suo colore preferito.
Jessica porte toujours des vêtements noirs. C'est sa couleur préférée.
What is Jessica's favourite colour? Repeat, please.
Jessica trägt immer schwarz. Das ist ihre Lieblingsfarbe.
Jessica siempre lleva el color negro. Es su color favorito.
Jessica si veste sempre in nero. È il suo colore preferito.
Jessica porte toujours des vêtements noirs. C'est sa couleur préférée.
Right. The final 5 questions for this round are general knowledge language questions. These will be asked in English and will be displayed on the screen behind me. I will ask each question twice. Please listen carefully as they will not be repeated after this. Question 11. Edinburgh is known as Dunedin. In which European language? Edinburgh is known as Dunedin. In which European language? Question 12. Which of the following is the official language of the Netherlands? Frisian, Flemish, or French? Which of the following is the official language of the Netherlands? A, Frisian, B, Flemish, or C, French? Question 13. In which European country is the national language called Hrvatski? In which European country is the national language called Hrvatski? A lot of conferring in this round. Number 14. Name 2 Germanic languages. Name 2 Germanic languages. I nearly read out the answer, actually, so it's just as well I didn't. How do you say that? Lashodais. Lashodais. Right. Big discussion at Cairney Hill. Big discussion. Number 15. Lashodais means good morning in the language of which people who live in many parts of Europe? Fill in the blank. Lashodais means good morning in the language of ... people who live in many parts of Europe. Fill in the blank, please. Right. I'm going to say that that's actually the end of round 2. And just like round 1, I now ask teachers to collect the papers for marking. You can talk amongst yourselves. I think all the papers have been collected in, so to put you out of your misery and put me out of my misery, I'll ask Graham Blythe to lectern to take us through the answers. I thought that was pretty tough.
You can certainly tell why you're finalists. I agree with the Deputy Presiding Officer, that was particularly tough, I must say. But anyway, I think we're going to try and do this again, and we're going to, I've tried to, I think I'm going to need your help even though I've got the answers on this. So let's start again and see where we can help each other. So if we can begin at the beginning, what does this mean in English? Comment t'appelles-tu, Sheens?
What is your name?
What is your name? What are you called? Exactly, well done. Second question. What does this person want to know? Cairney Hill.
Do you have a pet?
Do you have any pets? A pet, well done, exactly, well done. Third question, what does this mean in English? Cuando es tu cumpleaños? Never Robert Land Primary School.
What is your birthday?
When is your birthday? When is your birthday? Well done, exactly, well done. Number 4. What is this person asking for? So we'll go to Aberdeenshire. Miller Forest.
Where's the train station?
Where is the train station? Well done. Excellent. Yes. Number 5. What is your teacher asking you to do? Let's go back to the people who've travelled the furthest. Let's go back to Shetland.
Sit down. It's not working. Sit down.
Sit down. Excellent. Well done.
It just does it by itself.
Number 6. What type of soup do they... I would like potato soup. There you are. So we're not going to do that. Well, there you are. We got the answers up there. Okay. Shows you I can't even see nearby. So, okay. I think we can do this one pretty rapidly. What age is my sister Eva? I think she's 18. Number 8. We'll do this one rapidly as well. I think the answer on the board is on number 8. There you are. On Saturday, we go to the cinema. The film starts at... When does the film start? 11:30. Well done. Number 9. Listen to the weather report. What is the weather going to be like today? Appropriate enough. Today, it is raining. And number 10. What is Jessica's favourite colour? Jessica always wears black. It is her favourite colour. See if... now we don't have the answer, so definitely going to the Western Isles on this one. That is for sure. See if you can get this one, Western Isles. Edinburgh is known as Dunaichen. In which European language?
Gaelic.
Well done. In Gaelic, Dunaichen is Edinburgh. Well done. Not so easy without the answers. So I've got them. This was also quite a tricky question as well. Which of the following is the official language of the Netherlands? Shall we go to Whitehill Primary School? Whitehill's probably from Angus.
Is it French?
It's not French. It's a tricky one. Can anyone else help out? Alloway.
Flemish.
Not Flemish, so it has been third choice. Who? So shall we go? It's a tricky one. It was a pretty tricky question, must be said. And here we are. There you are. See, you got it. St. Leonard's, you got it right then. You didn't get it right.
Frisian.
Frisian. Well done. We had the picture of the flag earlier on in the competition. Can anyone help me out? In which European country is the national language called Hrvatski? So shall we go to Newington? Croatia, well done. And we're on the penultimate question. There are actually 5 possible answers, and I understand you get 2 for 1 point. So there's 5 possible answers here. So shall we try and get them all done? And we'll start with Cumberly Bank.
It's Cumberly Park. Cumberly Park.
Cumberly Park. Oh, God, sorry. My eyesight's terrible. My excuse. My apologies. Sorry, go again.
English.
English is one of the correct answers. Shall we go? St. Dominic's Primary from Perth and Kinross.
German.
German is another correct answer. Shall we go to Our Lady in St. Francis?
Swedish.
From North Lanarkshire?
Swedish.
No, not Swedish, yes, sorry. I can't even read my own writing. Swedish is quite correct. And I think we are missing 2. Can Crown Primary School help out?
Dutch.
Correct. Now there's one left. St Catherine's Primary School from Renfrewshire. No, not French. Shall we go? Who can help me out here? Back to the Western Isles.
I think it might be Frisian.
Frisian? No, it's not Frisian. It's quite hard. Shall I give you a clue? Okay, we've got a very keen St Sylvester's at the back here, so I think Sylvester's might get this.
Slovakian.
No. Gosh. Okay, Lowport Primary. No. Albine, who's had that terrible journey to get here.
German.
Albine, sorry?
German.
No. Does somebody want to say it? I'll give you a clue. It begins with D. Forth Hill Primary. Begins with D. Gosh, you're all really very keen. I don't know who to choose. Let's go back to Crown Primary School. Danish, well done. Excellent, yeah. And I must say, if I thought this was pretty hard, the penultimate question, but I must say that the last question was, I thought, very, very hard. So congratulations to whoever got this. Lashudais means good morning in the language of what people who live in many parts of Europe? Fill in the blank. The slight clue to a very, very difficult question, there were 4 spaces, but that was it, which was a pretty hard question. So where should we go? Should we go to, we've got a very keen St Dominic's here, primary. From Perth and King Ross.
Roma.
The Roma, well done, excellent. So I think, again, I think you all deserve a huge, great big round of applause for doing extremely well. Congratulations.
I think what interests me was watching you. Can you put your hands up, those who understood the questions in German, in Spanish, in Italian, in French? I thought so. Now we move on to our third and final round, and after round 3, we'll know who our finalists are. This round will be 20 questions for you to answer, and we're back to being in pairs. You work with the person next to you, listen to the question. You can then discuss your answer, and one of you should write the answer on the answer sheet. Remember, you're not allowed to confer with the other pair in your teams. Remember the ejector button that I have up here, which I use for naughty MSPs. And remember not to let the other people in your team know what you're doing or saying. You should have 2 pink answer sheets in front of you, 1 per pair, and please write the name of your school at the top of your sheet. As with the previous rounds, the question will be asked twice. Please listen carefully, and they'll also appear on the screen behind me. Off we go. Pens at the ready, brains engaged. Number 1. In which country would you traditionally eat Wiener Schnitzel? In which country would you traditionally eat Wiener Schnitzel? Number 2. Wales and the Galician region of Spain share cultural roots with which ancient European peoples? A, the Goths, B, the Vikings, and C, the Celts. The Goths, the Vikings, or the Celts. Wales and the Galician region of Spain share cultural roots with which of these ancient European peoples? Number 3. What is the name of the golf tournament in which a team of European golfers compete against an American team? What is the name of the golf tournament in which a team of European golfers compete against an American team? Ole. You're making up. You don't know either. Number 4. Ole Kurt Christensen, the inventor of Lego, was from which European country? And I'm sure there's nobody in here that doesn't know about Lego. Ole Kurt Christensen, the inventor of Lego, was from which EU country? Number 5. Which group represents local authorities and gives the regions of Europe a say in EU policy making? A, the European Council, B, the Committee of the Regions, C, the European Court of Justice. Which group represents local authorities and gives the regions of Europe a say in EU policy making? A, the European Council, B, the Committee of the Regions, or C, the European Court of Justice. Six. What was the nationality of the famous painter Rembrandt? What was the nationality of the famous painter Rembrandt? And that's a self-portrait we're looking at. Number 7. In which country was the communications company Nokia founded? In which country was the communications company Nokia founded? Number 8. From which country does this folk dance originate? From which country does this folk dance originate? Number 9. What is the name of the woman who led the French army to a number of important victories during the 100-Year War and was burned at the stake at the age of 19? What is the name of the woman who led the French army to a number of important victories during the 100-Year War and was burned at the stake at the age of 19? Number 10. Raclette, manchego and burrata are all types of what? Raclette, manchego and burrata are all types of what? Number 11. During the Middle Ages, Islam was the main religion of southern Spain. In which Andalusian city would you find this medieval Spanish mosque? During the Middle Ages, Islam was the main religion of southern Spain. In which Andalusian city would you find this medieval Spanish mosque? Number 12, this is a Beezer. Who made a speech in 1950 announcing Jean Monnet's idea to establish the European coal and steel community? Who made a speech in 1950 announcing Jean Monnet's idea to establish the European coal and steel community? Number 13. In which country was the game Minecraft created and developed? In which country was the game Minecraft created and developed? Number 14. On the 21st of September 1964, Malta declared its independence. By which European country was it formerly ruled? On the 21st of September 1964, Malta declared its independence. By which European country was it formerly ruled? In which European city would you find the Anne Frank Museum? In which European city would you find the Anne Frank Museum? Which Swedish scientist invented dynamite? Which Swedish scientist invented dynamite? The 25th of March 2017 marked the anniversary of the European Economic Community. How many years ago was this community formed? On 25th March 2017, it marked the anniversary of the European Economic Community. How many years ago was this community formed? I think you pronounce it bigos or bigos. A meat and cabbage stew is a dish associated with which European country? Bigos or bigos, a meat and cabbage stew is a dish associated with which European country? Well, it's Fellini, but that's Marianne, Fellini, Erci and Stromae, I would say. Number 19. From which country do these three famous people come from? Marianne, Fellini, Hergé, Stromae. From which country do these three famous people come? Marianne, Fellini, Hergé, Stromae. I know the answer to that one, so I'm happy. Number 20. Dacia is a car manufacturing company. In which European country was it founded? Dacia, a car manufacturing company. In which European country was it founded? Right, it's getting exhausting this, and I'm not even doing all the questions. I'm sure you're getting tired. Anyway, well done. I'd like to invite the teachers for the final time to collect all the question papers, please. Now, just like before, could I ask Graham Black to come to the lectern and take us through all the answers?
Thanks again, Deputy Presiding Officer. That was also, I think, quite a pretty tough round and shows how well you've done to come all the way to the finals here to the Chamber of the Scottish Parliament. So again, many congratulations. We're going to try and mix this up a wee bit this time. I'm going to do one thing that I'm sure the Deputy Presiding Officer would never allow. I think we're just going to try and shout out one question in unison to see how loud we can possibly get, if that's okay with the Deputy Presiding Officer.
What would you do if I said no?
I would do as I was told. But let's see if we can all get this one. And we shout this out aloud all together to see how noisy we can be in the chamber. In which country would you traditionally eat Wiener Schnitzel? Austria, well done. We'll do the second one with a shout, and then we better not do a shout of that, otherwise I will be in trouble. Wales and the Galician region of Spain share cultural roots with which ancient European peoples? The Celts, well done. Okay, we better not do any more shouting, as I will be told off. But anyway, this happens to be quite a Scottish question, the next one. What is the name of the golf tournament in which a team of European golfers competes against an American team? It was actually held here in Glen Eagles in Scotland. Oh, the Ryder Cup. And, okay, for a bonus point, does anyone know which team won? Was it the Europeans or the Americans? The European team won the Ryder Cup in 2014, but I have amnesia who won last year. I can't remember. Ollie Kirk Christensen, the inventor of Lego, was from which EU country? I've been allowed to shout. Well done. Denmark. Although, actually, I'm going to ask Shetland this question, only Shetland, because the reason is Councillor Gary Robertson, who is the leader of Shetland Council, is a representative on this particular organisation. So only Shetland, see if Shetland knows what he's a representative on. Councillor Gary Robertson Is he a representative on?
European Council.
Not the European Council. He's a representative on the Committee of the Regions. I think we'll go back to a unified answer again. Sorry to put Shetland on the spot there. That was a bit unfair, but as I say, the leader of Shetland Council is a representative on the Committee of the Regions. Anyway, I think we'll all do this together. What was the nationality of the famous painter Rembrandt? Well done, Dutch. Number 7. In which country was the communications company Nokia founded? Finland, well done. And where's this funny dance from? From which, I shouldn't say funny, excuse me. From which folk dance, from which country does this folk dance come from? No. Much closer to home. South of the border. England. And for a bonus point, can anyone tell what dance they're doing? Middle of the forest.
River dance.
No. Close. Morris dancing. They're doing Morris dancing. Okay, this famous lady who was led the French army to a number of victories during the 100-Year War and was burned at the stake at the age of 19. It was called Joan of Arc. Well done. Raclette, manchego, and burrata are all types of, there you can see, cheese. During the Middle Ages, Islam was the main religion of sunny southern Spain. In which Andalusian city would you find this medieval Spanish mosque? Malaga, Seville. Does anyone know? Begins with a C. Who said Cordoba? St. Dominic's Primary. Doesn't matter.
No,
Very good. Pretend you did. Well done. Whoever said Cordoba, I didn't hear. Borririg, sorry. Well done. Excellent. Cordoba. It's a beautiful city. Okay, this is a very famous man who made a speech in 1950, and his name was Jean Monnet, and it was who made a speech in 1950 announcing Jean Monnet's idea to establish the European Coal and Steel Community. Very good, Robert Schuman. And indeed, this was marked in Edinburgh on the 9th of May. There was a public celebration with about 20 European countries to mark Europe Day here in the city of Edinburgh. And we had the Cabinet Secretary for External Relations, and we also had Minister Mike Russell join us there too. Number 13, in which country was the game Minecraft created and developed? Sweden. Yeah, you all got that one right. I got that one wrong. Okay, we continue shouting in the chamber. Whoops. On the 21st of September 1964, Malta declared its independence. By which European country was it formerly ruled? The United Kingdom or Great Britain? The next one is a rather sad story behind it, of course. The little girl who, Anne Frank was a little girl who was killed by the Nazis, and she died at the Bergen-Belsen concentration camp in 1945. But where did Anne Frank live, and where is today's Anne Frank Museum? Beautiful Amsterdam, indeed. My colleague from the European Parliament, who's sitting up there, I feel like testing him on this, see if he gets it right. Which Swedish scientist invented dynamite? Alfred Nobel, the founder of the Nobel Prize itself, under which the Nobel Prize is named after. Number 17, the 25th of March, 2017 marked the anniversary of the European Economic Community. How many years ago was this community formed? 60 years. I should say that, well done, excellent, well done. This was marked here in Scotland in a number of places, including at the University of Edinburgh, where Sir David Edward presided a quite important speech. Number 18, bigos, a meat and cabbage stew as a dish associated with which European country? Just wait, whoa, stop, just a minute. Number of answers here, but I'm going back to St. Dominic's because to see they're very keen to get this right.
Is it Poland?
Poland, excellent, well done. The penultimate question. These men, Maroon Fellaini, Hergé, and Stromae, and by the way, I'll just tell you, my daughter will not believe me, but I actually know who Stromae is, actually. He's a singer and a rapper. Now, my daughter would never believe me in 1,000 years, but I do know him. But Hergé of Tintin, and of course the famous football player, they come from the land of great chocolate. Do you know where the land of great chocolate is? Belgium, there you go. Everyone got a 100% mark on that. And finally, number 20. Dacia is a car manufacturing country. In which European country was it founded? Not Italy. Not Germany. Okay. Wait. Let's do it by one last school and Sheens.
Romania.
Romania is the correct answer. Excellent. Very many thanks to you all. Again, you deserve to give yourselves a big round of applause because you've done extremely well. And I'm bowing out now, but just before I do so, I think we definitely need to give the Deputy Presiding Officer, Christine Graham, a big round of applause for letting us come here today.
Now, that brings us to the end of the first 3 rounds. I'm sure you all want to know your scores, but we've got to wait for them to be marked. But I think everyone needs a short break. If you want a drink of water, if you move to the back of the room, you can get some water. If you want to go out to toilets, you go through the door at the back of the chamber. I'd like an air hostess over at that door over there, and someone will show you the direction. Can I ask you, please, in any event, to be back here at 2:55. So it's a 15-minute break, but certainly get up and move around. You've been sitting still a long time. We'll see you at 2:55.